Several charities have cut ties with Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York. This is because of an email she reportedly wrote to Jeffrey Epstein, calling him a supreme friend. Crystal Gomansing is live in London. It's a little more involved than that one line, Crystal. Quite a story here. Take us through the story and why some of these charities are now distancing themselves.
Yeah, it really is, Heather. And there was sort of a swift number of charities that came forward very quickly in a short amount of time to distance themselves from Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York. It started when the Mail on Sunday obtained leaked emails from 2011 written by the Duchess of York to the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. And as these lines came out that were contained in an email to Epstein, a number of charities started to distance themselves. It started with Julia's House. That is a children's hospice charity. It said it would be inappropriate for her to continue on as the patron. One of the latest, the last ones to come forward was, in fact, the British Heart Foundation. I can share a little bit about what the British Heart Foundation said in relation to Sarah's involvement with that organization. We are grateful for the Duchess' support of our work and thank her for past efforts to help us save and improve the lives by funding pioneering research into cardiovascular disease. So her diary becoming a lot more open than it was a couple of days ago. The Duchess of York is not a working royal. However, she was very, very busy with a number of different charities and still attended royal family events. In fact, just 1 week ago, she attended the funeral for the Duchess of Kent. She attended that event alongside her husband, her ex-husband, Prince Andrew. But now there's all this talk about what did she say to Jeffrey Epstein at the time, just after she publicly distanced herself from him because of the very toxic nature. But it appears that toxic vortex swirling that we see catching up a number of individuals has also sort of brought the attention to the Duchess of York. We did hear from a royal biographer who spent many years researching the Duchess of York, her ex-husband, as well as Jeffrey Epstein and the links. And Andrew Loney said that he's not entirely surprised.
So damaging about this email is that it actually highlights the cynicism in which she's approached this. You know, what she says in public isn't actually what she feels in private. And it's a very cynical attempt to keep Epstein on side. And as I say, she remains friendly with him for many years after this, while at the same time appearing to publicly distance herself from him.
Important to note, CBC has not independently seen these emails. This has widely been reported. They were obtained by the Mail on Sunday. We have heard from a spokesperson for the Duchess of York saying that this email from 2011 was in relation to her trying to defend herself, that Epstein was threatening her with a defamation suit, and she was trying to sort of calm the situation. But obviously, it is having a damaging effect. And just last week, we saw another individual, the former British ambassador to the United States, Peter Mandelson. He was also wrapped up with emails being exposed. He lost his job. And so now this is another well-known British individual who's being caught up in the Epstein case.
Thank you, Crystal. Crystal is there in London for us this morning.